And now a little story from the apple seed.
I do remember a couple of the stories that great-grandma and my great-pops, my great-grandfather, would tell. And I didn't know at the time that they were teaching tales. I learned a lot about story. I learned a lot about common sense. I learned what the fables are supposed to teach you without realizing I had heard fables. One of those stories had to do with me being kind of biggity. Anybody ever been biggity? Biggity is when you got your toot on. You know you are the best, the finest, the most loved. You carry that attitude around with you and you know you're going to get in trouble. Because not many folks in the family, not many elders are going to put up with that. Well, my great pop sat me down. He said, I'm going to tell you a story about a fish. I said, another one you told me about a fish. Well, there's more than one fish, child. I'm going to tell you another story about a fish. Now, this fish called himself the big fish because he was the biggest fish in the little pond. You understand? And so he thought he was better than everybody else. He would tease the little frogs, tease the little turtles, tease the little fish. He'd even sing to them. Now, when I stop and put up one finger, you say, bloop. He would sing, I'm the big fish. Bloop. I'm the big bad fish. Bloop. I'm the big fish. Bloop. And I'm better than you. Bloop. I'm the big fish. Bloop. I'm the big bad fish. Bloop. I'm the biggest. Bloop. I'm the baddest. And I'm good looking too. And he would swim around bragging like that. Well, one little turtle told him one day, Mr. Big Fish, that's rude. And one day, you're gonna get in trouble. Well, you know what the fish did. 'Cause I'm the big fish. I'm the big bad fish. I'm the big fish. And I'm better than you. I'm the big fish. I'm the big bad fish. I'm the biggest. I'm the baddest. And I'm good looking too. Well, that little turtle just swam away. Figured life teaches lessons, and sure enough it did. Next thing they knew, clouds were rolling by in the sky, growing bigger and bigger and darker, and a soft mist began to fall, but it turned into heavy drops that turned into a hard rain that poured down from the sky and filled that pond, and the water rose and rose and rose until it met a stream that had become a small creek, and that creek turned into a little river that brought things from what used to be a pond down that river into a big lake. Now, when the rain stopped, some of those critters went back to their pond because that's where they felt comfortable. But Big Fish looked around. Ha! This is where I should be because this is a big body of water, and I'm a big bad fish. I'm the big fish. And behind him, he heard somebody say, you sure are. You're a nice big fish, and we'd like to have you for dinner. And Big Fish thought, oopsie, look at there. I've already made my mark. Somebody wants to invite me to dinner. And he turned around and looked, and there were two of the biggest catfish he had ever seen, grinning at him, licking their lips, and moving toward him, talking about, we want to eat ya, not feed ya. Big Fish said, bloop. And he turned around and swam as fast as he could back up that stream to that little pond. And he stayed there too. And he didn't brag anymore, 'cause he just wasn't sure if those two big catfish were going to figure out where he'd come from and come looking for him. It's good to know your own gifts and to be proud of yourself, but you have to be careful about your bragging, 'cause you might get yourself in trouble. And that's the story of a big fish.
Thanks for joining us for a little story from the Appleseed.